Yes. So have you gone through yesterday's topic? Look like nobody has gone through. Yes, do you have any doubts in that synthesis of protein? How actually protein is synthesized in new means from the DNA?
mRNA.
Uh-huh. Can anyone just explain?
mRNA will synthesize the amino acids to proteins.
Okay, so you okay. Anyhow, see, have you understood the structure of DNA and RNA?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you
Yes, ma'am.
see others also? If you're having any doubts, you can get it clarified. Not now, at least you can message also. If you are hesitant to speak here, you can message me also in Teams, whatever may be the doubts. Okay, so now see, actually, ribosomes are also, okay, same thing. In ribosome also, we are going to say the same thing. So let it be like a revision. So let me start directly from ribosomes. Okay. So last class, clearly what we have seen is about nucleus. Okay. The structure of the nucleus and the function of the nucleus. Just because nucleus it is going to carry the genetic material, we just saw about how actually it is placed inside the nucleus. Okay, how DNA it is placed. Okay, so DNA, as we have seen, it's just a double-stranded, okay, polymer of nucleotide. Okay, what is a nucleotide? It's a sugar phosphate, okay, backbone attached to a. You're not able to. Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's okay.
Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, see, DNA, it is actually what? It's a polymer of nucleotide. So what is nucleotide? It's sugar phosphate molecules combined to what? A nitrogenous base. Okay. So we have seen what are these bases? ATGC. You remember adenine, thymine, guanine, and what is C? Cytosine. Okay.
Titus.
Yeah, so in the case of DNA, you have a double strand. Okay. But what about in the case of RNA?
Single strand.
It is a single strand. And one more difference in RNA, one of the
Nitrogenous bases.
nitrogenous bases is different. Okay, so thymine is replaced by what? Uracil. Okay, so otherwise it's going to be the same. So what actually happens, suppose if the cell receives a signal that some protein, if it has to be synthesized, or some enzyme it has to be synthesized, means the particular DNA which is going to have the code. Okay, see, the code is just nothing but what? The sequence in which this nitrogenous bases are arranged. Okay, this sequence only is what is the code. Okay, so see, what happens is DNA. The DNA undergoes replication. Okay, that I will anyhow. I will just tell to you in the ribosomes chapter also. Okay, so it will undergo replication, and what will happen? A copy of that DNA, it will be made in the form of what? mRNA, called as messenger RNA. Okay, so the messenger RNA is now what is going to have the codes which is needed to synthesize that particular protein. So this messenger RNA, when it is ready, where it is synthesized, it's synthesized inside the nucleus. Okay, but for protein synthesis, this mRNA, it has to come to what? Cytoplasm. So when it comes to the cytoplasm, it gets attached to what? Ribosomes. Okay, so ribosomes are the one which is going to read three bases at a time. Okay, called as codons, and it will just ask a tRNA to bring the corresponding amino acid. Okay, so like that, every codon, okay, every three nitrogenous bases as it is read. a particular tRNA, it will bring the specific amino acid. Okay, so these amino acids, it will link together to form a polypeptide chain. Okay, finally, this will undergo some structural changes to give you what? A protein. Okay, so this is what is the thing. Okay, now in ribosomes, okay, from the point of view of ribosome, let me see the process. So already I have told you what is this ribosome. Ribosome, it is just nothing but composed of what? RNA and protein, and particularly which RNA? I've told you ribosomes are made up of what kind of RNA?
rRNA.
rRNA, ribosomal RNA.
Uh-huh.
mRNA.
See, all sorts of, I'm not asking you what are all the types of RNA. See, types, mRNA is what? Messenger RNA, okay? That is going to carry the code. I've told you. tRNA is the one, it is called as transfer RNA. That is the one which is going to pick the amino acid.
Ma'am, it's
rRNA,
composed of ribosomal RNA.
yeah, see, rRNA itself, it stands for what? Ribosomal RNA, okay? So you have rRNA, okay? This rRNA, okay? This small r, no, it stands for ribosome. Okay, this is called as ribosomal RNA. Another one, it is called as mRNA, and another one is T. T stands for what? Transfer. Okay, M stands for messenger. R stands for what? Ribosomal. Okay, so this
Ma'am, are you writing, ma'am?
Uh-huh.
Are you writing on the screen?
Yeah, you're not able to see. Is it not visible?
No, ma'am, we are not able to see.
No, ma'am, we are not able to see.
No,
Ma'am, you have shared the PPT itself, no, ma'am? Maybe
Yeah.
that way we are not able to see. If you share your screen, we might be able to see.
Yes, ma'am, we are not able to see your PPT.
See,
rRNA
actually, sharing what is happening, if I'm putting it in the presentation mode, you people are telling you're not able to view the slide at all.
Yes, ma'am, we are not able to see.
That is what is the thing. I
Ma'am,
don't
it is
see.
visible.
Ma'am,
I
we have
think.
written rRNA, no, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
You have written rRNA. in the
Yeah, I
name.
have written rRNA.
I'm able to see, ma'am.
We are not able to see, ma'am.
We are
Yes,
not able
ma'am, we are
to
not
see.
able
I
to
am
see.
able to
You
see.
can see, ma'am.
We can
Yes,
see
ma'am.
rRNA, M and T, ma'am.
You can see.
Yeah, that is what I have written. Yeah.
I think it must be lagging.
Maybe you may get it late, maybe. That may be the problem. Okay. So it is just a small r RNA. Okay, small m RNA, small t RNA. This is the way how normally they will write. Okay. So you remember ribosomes are made up of what? rRNA and proteins. Okay. See, and where actually it is synthesized? Ribosomes. That also I have told you. rRNA particularly.
in the nucleus. The nucleus produces.
In nucleus, okay, but in nucleus specifically where?
Golgi apparatus.
See, Golgi apparatus and all, I didn't touch on. See, nucleus only one of the thing I've specified. This actually is what is the site of rRNA. See, what are all the different parts you have in nucleus? Think, what are all the different?
Cytoplasm.
Cytoplasm. I'm talking only about nucleus. Inside nucleus. See, what are all the parts you have?
Nucleolus,
One is
chromatin.
nucleolus. See, nucleolus is the place where particularly this rRNA will be synthesized. Okay, this RNA, it will be synthesized where? Nucleolus. Okay, this is what is called as a site of ribosomes. Why ribosomes means rRNA is synthesized there. Okay, so rRNA combined with some protein is what is your ribosome. Okay, if you see in the cell diagram and all, even when during the first few classes, I would have shown you the animal cell, plants and all, right? Small dot kind of a things. Okay, see, it will be, yeah, I will just. So, see, this rRNA, it's synthesized in what? The nucleus, okay, or nucleolus specifically, okay. But they, once it gets synthesized through nuclear pore, it will come to where? Cytoplasm. So they occur in the cytoplasm and they are the sites. See, can you please mute yourself? Nikhil, I think. So they will come to the cytoplasm and they are the sites where protein synthesis occurs. Okay, because the mRNA strand, which is going to come from the nucleus, it will get attached to what? This ribosome only, and this ribosome only is what is going to read the codons. Okay, so that is why this is called as the site of protein synthesis. Yeah, so now see, now at least now are you able to see like, are you able to see all the 3 points?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
And now are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
able to see whatever I have written it in the screen?
Yes,
Now also,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
okay. See, ribosomes, it may
Yes, ma'am.
occur means as a single ribosome also, it may be there in the cytoplasm, or it may be in groups also, or it may be attached to what? The endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, see, we have studied, we have seen, right? Endoplasmic reticulum, a cell organelle present inside the cell, right? So this endoplasmic reticulum, there are two types. One is called as the smooth one and another one is called as the rough one. Okay, so the rough one, it got its name only as rough because of the presence of ribosomes on its surface. Okay, so the endoplasmic reticulum which has ribosome on its surface, it will be called as what? Rough endoplasmic reticulum. So this is the place where actually the protein will be synthesized. Okay, even a group of two subunits of ribosome, if it is there in the cytoplasm, that also is capable of producing. Even when it is getting attached to an endoplasmic reticulum, that time also it is capable of producing what? Protein. But the protein type, it will vary. So they are important for protein production. See, here, see, are you able to see here? There are two units. Okay, this is one unit, and here one more unit is there. Okay, so there are two units of ribosomes, and are you able to see a red color one? What is this red color one in between the two ribosomal units? This is what is the mRNA. Okay, and the blue color ones are what? The amino acids. Okay. Yeah. So the location of a ribosome in the cell determines what kind of protein it makes. Okay, that is what I told you. No, if it is freely floating in the in the cytoplasm, means then see, that is what is the next point. If it is floating freely throughout the cell, then it will make protein that will be utilized within the cell itself. Okay, cell needs too many proteins, enzymes for its own function, right? So that kind of a protein, it will be prepared by the ribosomes which are floating freely in the cell. Okay, but the ribosomes that gets attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, okay, it is referred as rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the proteins made by the ribosomes attached to this rough endoplasmic reticulum, it may be transported outside the cell also. Okay, it will move outside the cell. That is what we will see in all the other further future topics, right? We will see how actually a protein is synthesized within the cytoplasm and how actually it is transported outside the cell. Okay, so the ribosomes attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum, it will make proteins which will be utilized for itself as well as to carry it outside. So the number, okay, see, anything about not only this particular organelle, any cell organelle, okay, the number actually it depends upon its activity. See, suppose what is the ribosome's activity? Produce protein. Okay, so in whichever type of cell protein synthesis is needed in more amount, there more number of ribosomes will be there. Okay, So the number of ribosomes in a cell depends on the activity of the cell. Okay, on an average in a mammalian cell there can be about 10 million ribosomes because proteins are the most important things, right? So you cell need to synthesize protein in large number, and that too particularly what I have told you in different. See, suppose you have so many different types of cells, right? Muscle cells, liver cell, skeletal cell, nerve cell. Okay, out of this, wherever protein synthesis is needed in more, okay, there the number will be more. Okay, here they have given it in an average. Average, that will be what? 10 million ribosomes. So now each ribosome, it's divided into two subunits. Okay, a smaller unit, and you will be having a larger unit also. Just to show you, see here, are you able to see? See, one upper part and one lower part. Okay, this is the larger subunit of a ribosome, and this is what is the larger subunit. Okay, so these two will be alone, means they will be individually floating in the cytoplasm only. But once when the mRNA it comes to the cytoplasm, the ribosomes, the larger unit and the smaller unit come and stick to each other, and in between, okay, the messenger RNA it will get attached, and as the ribosome reads it, the amino acids are brought to the RNAs. Okay, so you have a smaller subunit which binds to a larger subunit also, and the mRNA pattern. And you have a larger subunit which binds to what? The tRNA. Okay, and the amino acids and the smaller subunit. See here what they are trying to tell is you have two units, a larger unit and a smaller unit. A larger unit and smaller unit, both it will be what? Attached to each other. Okay, bound means it will be bound to each other. See, the mRNA, it will be binded to what? Smaller unit. The tRNA, which is going to bring the amino acid, no, that it will get bound to what? The larger subunit. Okay. So the two subunits fit together and work as one to translate, okay, the mRNA into what? A polypeptide chain during protein synthesis. Okay. So this existence of ribosome is temporary. Once after the synthesis of polypeptide, the two units separate, okay, and they are reused or broken up. Okay, these ribosomes split and they will be used for some other purpose, or they will be what? Dissolved also. Yeah. So now, see, in a very simple form, okay, this diagram explains you the synthesis of protein. Okay, see here inside the nucleus, okay, inside the nucleus you have double-stranded DNA. Okay, so now when actually the protein has to be synthesized, what is happening is mRNA is getting formed. Okay, a very simple way here they have given. Okay, see, actually what is the process from DNA? First a pre-mRNA will get produced. Okay, pre-mRNA, it will have all useful and unuseful informations, everything it will be there. Okay, that actually it will be all the other things, unwanted things, it will be cut, and finally a proper mRNA it will get synthesized in the nucleus. Okay, so this is the first step. Okay, synthesis of mRNA from the nucleus. Okay, then what
Could you
is
please
happening?
repeat it again?
Uh-huh.
Ma'am, please can you repeat it again?
This particular part.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, see, no, where you haven't understood.
Ma'am, the first step, ma'am. What
See,
is happening exactly?
you have a double-stranded DNA. Okay, so the information it is there in the double-stranded DNA. Now this double-stranded DNA, from this double-stranded DNA, a copy of one of the strand will be made. Okay, see, that is what is called as a pre-mRNA. See, this pre-mRNA, it will have all useful and junk informations also. So all the unwanted codons, it will be cut, and finally a proper what mRNA it will get synthesized. Okay, so once when this mRNA gets synthesized, it through the nuclear pore, it will come to the cytoplasm. Okay, so this is happening in cytoplasm. Okay, synthesis of mRNA is happening where? It is happening in the nucleus. Okay, so now as it comes, it gets attached to what? Ribosomes. Are you able to see here? Two units are there, a larger unit and a smaller unit. So this mRNA, it will get attached to what? The smaller unit. As the smaller unit, it reads the codons. tRNA, it brings the specific amino acid and that gets attached to what? The larger unit. So finally, till the end of the mRNA sequence, the codes, it will be read and all the amino acids, when it gets attached to each other, that is what is called as a polypeptide chain. Okay, so now this is just a polypeptide chain. See, after this polypeptide chain inside endoplasmic reticulum, it will undergo some structural changes finally to become what? Protein. That we will see it in the next topic. Okay, now you just know a polypeptide chain, actually it is produced by means of what? With the help of ribosomes. Okay, and two more terms are very, very important. Okay, that is called as transcription and another one is called as translation. Okay, so what is this transcription? See, a copy of mRNA, it's getting produced from DNA, no? That is what is called as transcription. What is transcription? It's a process by which the information in a strand of DNA, it's copied into a new molecule of mRNA. Understood? What is transcription? The production of mRNA from DNA is what is called as transcription. Okay, now what is translation? See, using the codes present in the mRNA, a protein is synthesized, right? That is what is called as translation. Okay, see now if we go to the previous slide. So where is transcription happening? See,
inside the nucleus.
What is inside the nucleus? Okay, this is what is called as transcription. Okay, transcription. See, and here from the mRNA till the production of protein is what is called as translation. That's it. Is it clear? So this involves two steps. See, what means it's not that easy. Okay, transcription, translation. Inside, if you take transcription, so many processes getting involved. If you take translation, so many things are there. Okay, just superficially we are studying. Okay, how it is produced. Okay, there are so many other terminologies involved. So many things are involved. It's not that easy process. Okay, but we are making it easy because this much, if you know, it's enough. Okay, so transcription, translation, these are the terms what you should know. Okay, it may be asked in exam also. What is transcription? What is translation? All those things. Okay, so this is what is regarding your ribosomes and protein synthesis as well. Okay, so ribosomes are what? They are just nothing but rRNA plus proteins. Okay, combined together is what is called as an what is that? Ribosome. So this ribosomes, it will be there in the cytoplasm, even it will be attached to the surface of the nucleus also, and it will be attached to the surface of what? Endoplasmic reticulum also. Okay, see, its main function is what? Protein synthesis. Okay, so whenever mRNA comes, it will read the nitrogenous bases and it will make tRNA to bring the corresponding amino acid. Okay, these amino acids will link together to produce a polypeptide chain. Okay, so this is what is RNA. So you need two units. Okay, there will be one smaller unit and there will be one larger unit. These two units will get attached to each other to read the mRNA as well as to accommodate the amino acid brought by what? The tRNA. Okay. So is it clear? See, anyone, do you have a doubt? What is transcription? What is translation? What is DNA? What is gene? What is chromosome? What is chromatin fibers? All those things. Definitely all these things it will be asked for exam. Okay, see, chromatin fibers means normally, okay, DNA plus protein in a normal cell. Okay, it will be in the form of threaded structures called as chromatin fibers. Okay, but when the cell is about to divide, they will pack itself very compactly in the form of what? Chromosomes. Okay, That is what is a chromosome. DNA plus proteins called as what? Histones. Okay. See, gene is what? It's a functional unit. It's just a segment of a DNA. Okay. See, then what is this DNA composed of? It's just a polymer of nucleotide. Okay, what is this nucleotide? It's a sugar phosphate group with a nitrogenous base. So there are 4 bases only, A, T, G, C. Okay, only these. And one more thing, these bases, okay, AT will group together and GC will group together. Okay, so only these arrangements, okay, it will be there in the alternate way, and this is what is going to decide, okay, each and everything, what kind of a protein to be made, okay, what kind of a structure it should be, what kind of the eyeball color it should be, what should be the color of a hair, everything it's decided by the sequence of what this nitrogenous base is present in the DNA molecule. Okay.
Madam, what is tRNA, madam?
What is
tRNA?
tRNA? It's a transfer RNA. Okay, transfer RNA. If you see yesterday's video, I have shown you in the video, it's very clear. What is tRNA? tRNA also, it's a type of nucleic acid only, which will bring the specific amino acid. Okay, it will bring a specific amino acid for that particular codon.
Okay, ma'am. Does ribosomes contain tRNA, ma'am?
No. See, ribosomes, it's composed of a kind of RNA and protein. So majority, the composition, it will be rRNA only. Okay, but there may be some exceptions also, but I don't know that. Okay, majority rRNA, there may be some exceptions. See, and one more thing, see, all these things, whatever we have come to know, no, everything slowly they are now, see, initially whatever they thought, I have told you, no, from nuclear, they initially thought that only from inside the nucleus things can get into the cytoplasm, but nothing can move from cytoplasm inside the nucleus. Okay, this was a big theory which was believed to be true at that time, but now they have proven that even from cytoplasm substance flows into water, the nucleus. So day by day, okay, every day one or the other new discoveries are coming up. Okay, so many things are there. Okay, so majority are RNA, sometimes it may be also, but transfer RNA and all, it is mainly, it serves the purpose of what? The transfer of amino acids. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
tRNA forms from mRNA, ma'am.
No, see, it's not like that. All RNAs are getting synthesized in what? In your nucleus only. Okay. See, messenger RNA. See, everything, it will be having that nitrogenous basis. Okay. See, mRNA, sometimes it may get splitted up also. rtRNA directly, it can get formed also. Okay. See, your tRNA also will have the nitrogenous bases, but only 3 bases will be there in a tRNA. But mRNA, it's not like that. Okay, mRNA, it's a full sequence. Okay, but tRNA, it's not like that. It will have only three bases with it. Okay, so every 3 base, the order sequence, it will correspond to an amino acid. So it will only pick that particular amino acid. This is what is the difference. Okay, mRNA, it's full strand. Okay, you may have some 500, 400 or 100 sequence of what? Nitrogenous bases. But tRNA, it will have only what? 3. You just go through that video, no? I have shared the links also. You can see the structure of tRNA. All 3 will be different in their structures: mRNA, tRNA, rRNA. Okay, they are all different only.
Okay.
Is any other doubts? See, each and everything, whatever I have mentioned in the PPT, it's very, very important. Okay. Yeah. So now coming to cytoplasm, because cytoplasm first itself I should have started with cytoplasm, but just because I started with the nucleus, I'm just coming it like this. Okay. So cytoplasm. So what is cytoplasm? See, you have a cell, you have a plasma membrane, you have what? The nucleus, right? So now what is cytoplasm? The jelly-like substance, okay, within the plasma membrane, okay, leaving the nucleus is what is called as the cytoplasm, okay, because inside the nucleus you have a separate substance called as what? Nucleoplasm, okay. Nucleus is filled with what? Nucleoplasm. The cell on the whole, it is filled with what? Cytoplasm. So what is the cytoplasm? It's a jelly-like substance that fills the cell. Okay, so it is composed of what? 90% water only. Even your nucleoplasm also, majority it will be water only. Okay, so here also you have what? Water only. It also contains dissolved nutrients. See, whatever it is there, all the cell organelles, okay, all the whatever it is there in the cell, it has to be there in the cytoplasm only, right? So it contains all the dissolved nutrients, waste product. Okay, its main function is to hold together the cell organelles which make up what? Cytoplasm. See, you have so many cell organelles, right? So the main function of the cytoplasm is to hold together, okay, the cell organelles, and it also nourishes the shell by supplying it with salts and sugar and provide a medium for metabolic reaction to occur. See, metabolic reactions means what? Anything which involves breaking down or just adding up everything, it's what is called as a metabolism, right? So growth, cell division, everything, even in metabolism, if you take that also, it's a very big topic, right? So almost all the reaction that is happening inside the cell, it can be called as metabolic, and that actually happens in what? The cytoplasm only. So what are the functions? First thing, it provides mechanical support to the cell. Okay. Then it is the site for most cellular activities, including metabolism, cell division, protein synthesis, etc. Okay. So it contains ribosomes, not only ribosomes, which assist in what? Synthesis of proteins. Then cytoplasm, it acts as a storage area for small carbohydrate, lipid, and protein molecules. Okay. The cytoplasm, it provides a medium for the organelles to remain suspended. Okay, so these are actually the functions of what? The cytoplasm. Okay, so you should know what is cytoplasm for that purpose. Okay, so the jelly-like substance composed of 90% water, and it which holds all the cell organelles. Okay, or it provides a medium for the cellular activities to go on as what is the cytoplasm. Yeah. So next comes in that cell organelle we are seeing, no? So next is mitochondria. So what all you know regarding mitochondria?
It is the powerhouse of the
Powerhouse of the cell.
Powerhouse of the
It is the powerhouse of cell. Mitochondria is famously called as what? The powerhouse of the cells. Why is it called so?
it produces ATP.
Yeah, see, cell also needs energy for its functioning, right? So that energy, it will be provided to the cell by mitochondria in the form of what? The cellular energy itself, it will be in the form of what? ATP. ATP. Okay, adenosine triphosphate. See, and what actually will happen means from the food, whatever we take, okay, all those molecules, it will be broken down and it will be converted to energy by what? Mitochondria. So for that purpose, it will be having its own structure, specific proteins, specific enzymes for the breaking down of these molecules to produce what? Energy. So now under this topic mitochondria, we will see, okay, what actually is the structure and what actually are the functions, okay, of this mitochondria. See, and one more thing, one more speciality is there for this mitochondria that I have already told you when I just taught you nucleus. Since this mitochondria is the only other organelle which is going to have its own DNA. Okay, so that DNA, it is for what? Protein synthesis. Okay, so inside the mitochondria itself, it will not come to cytoplasm and all. Okay, see, this mitochondria, it is capable of preparing its own protein and enzyme needed for what? The synthesis of what? ATP. Okay, so that is why this is okay. I will just come one by one, I will tell you. Okay, again, this mitochondria is a membrane bound organelle. So just like nucleus, here also you have two membranes, one outer membrane and one inner membrane. And again, the structure of the membrane is similar to that of what? The plasma membrane. Okay, so you will be having two layers of phospholipid with proteins embedded, and this protein, that it will vary for different things. For cell, it may be very different. For nucleus, it may be different. Or for mitochondria, it may be different. Okay, because it depends upon the substances which is going to be getting transported across that. See, nucleus means the substance may be different. Mitochondria means it may be different. Cell means it will be different. So that specific protein which is going to act as a channel or a carrier, okay, depending upon that, on the function of that particular organelle, it may vary. Okay, so this is also a membrane bound organelle. This generates the cell supply of chemical energy by releasing the energy stored in the food molecules and using it to produce what? ATP. So this is the one which is going to supply what? Energy to the cell. ATP, it's a special type of energy carrying molecule. Yeah, so now if you see, I have told you, no, it has an outer membrane. Are you able to see the outer membrane? Is it clear what is the outer membrane?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is
Yes,
what
ma'am.
actually, this one. Okay, this is what is the outer membrane. I'm just showing you the boundary. Okay, so the one which covers is what is the outer membrane. So now what has happened to the inner membrane? This is what is the inner membrane. See, the inner membrane, it is in the form of what? Folds, right? It is highly folded. Why it is highly folded means to increase the surface area. Okay, so that more amount of area will be there, and for the synthesis of what? More amount of ATP. Okay, so the inner membrane, it is highly folded, and that folds, it will be called as what? Cristae. Okay, so what is this cristae? The foldings present in the mitochondria is what is called as the inner membrane. Okay, so now see this cristae, no, this actually inside it is completely filled with a jelly like substance called as what? Matrix. Okay, so these are the things which is very, very important. So you have an outer membrane, so this is for protection as usual. Okay, and this inner membrane, it will be folded in the form of what? Cristae. Okay, and this inner membrane is filled with a jelly like substance called as what? Matrix. So this matrix is very important because this is the one which is going to contain all the enzymes which is needed for what? The preparation of ATP. See, not only matrix, even this cristae, inner membrane, holds some important proteins. Okay, even the space between, okay, inner membrane and outer membrane. See, this is the outer membrane, this is the inner membrane. No, this space also, it contains specific proteins. Okay, so each and every part is very, very important. So mitochondria contains two phospholipid layers. Okay, there is an outer membrane and an inner membrane. The inner membrane contains many folds called as what? Cristae. Okay, so which contain specialized membrane proteins. This enables the mitochondria to synthesize what? ATP. Even the proteins present on the inner membrane as well as in the matrix, everything, it plays a very important role in the synthesis of what? ATP. So inside the inner membrane is a jelly-like matrix. Yeah, so this now if in this also it will be very clear. Okay, so this is your outer membrane. Okay, this yellow color folds are what are called as cristae, and this is what is the inner membrane. Okay, so this blue color one, okay, the blue one is what is the matrix. Okay, so this matrix contains almost everything. Okay, all the proteins. Okay, ribosomes, granules, DNA. I told you, no, the DNA is also there. So that is what they have given here. See, deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, so all everything it will be there in the matrix. Okay, so you have an outer mitochondrial membrane, intermembrane space. Okay, intermembrane space is the space between the inner and the outer membrane, inner mitochondrial membrane, cristae, and matrix. See, now next in this tabular column I have given you the functions, okay, of each and every part. So what is the outer mitochondrial membrane's function? Transfer of nutrients to what? The mitochondria. Okay, see, all the carbohydrate, protein, lipid, everything from the food, it has to reach inside the mitochondria, right? So it has to pass through what? That membrane only. But it will, you know, phospholipid bilayer will allow only lipids to get inside. Okay, whereas the other remaining things, if it has to get inside, means it can get inside only through what? The proteins. Okay, so that is what is the adaptation? It has large number of channels to facilitate what? The transfer of molecules. See, anywhere it is like this. Okay, only we have seen, no, the smaller molecules, okay, non-polar molecules, okay, and this lipids can easily get inside the phospholipid bilayer. But if you have to means transport other substances, means it has to go through what? The proteins present. Okay, proteins, it will act as what? Channels or carriers. The same way here in mitochondria also. So membrane space, okay, the space between the inner and outer membrane, that also has proteins allowing for cellular respiration. That is what? Cellular respiration is what? Production. Okay, its position between two selectively permeable membrane allows it to have a unique composition compared to the cytoplasm and matrix. So if you see cytoplasm, it will be having a unique composition. Matrix, it will be having a unique composition of substance. But this intermembrane space, it will be having something different from these two, which facilitates what? Cellular respiration. So what is the function of an inner membrane? That also has protein needed for what? Energy production. It stores all the membrane proteins. Okay. Certain folds known as cristae, which provide increased surface area. Okay. If folds are more, means what is the meaning? Surface area will be more. So thus enabling the production of ATP, more ATP. Okay. So matrix is the one, ultimately it contains all the enzymes, all DNA, all ribosomes, everything, it will be there in the matrix only. So the matrix contains a high quantity of protein enzymes which allow for ATP production. Okay, see, in one or the other way, each and every part, okay, it has specific proteins or enzymes facilitating what? The ATP production. Again, here let me tell you, see, here also I have told you it has proteins allowing for cellular respiration, it has protein allowing for energy production. Here also I have told the same thing. Okay, but again let me tell you, the production of ATP, it's not a simple process, it involves so many pathways. So the intermembrane space, it will facilitate the first stage, maybe inner membrane second stage, matrix finally the final stage. So many different pathways will be there. So each and every protein present in the different parts, it will facilitate that specific pathways. Okay, so it's not a simple process. Just from food molecules, ATP directly, it will not get produced. Okay, so many steps of chemical reactions are getting involved. So the proteins in different part, it will facilitate what? That particular steps. Okay. And one more thing here also, I don't know how come. One second. See here, the number of mitochondria also, okay, actually it depends upon the space where actually more amount of energy is needed, no? There the number of mitochondria, it will be more. See, are you able to see the shared screen?
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
ma'am.
no, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
1 second. No, actually I'm going to play a video.
It's not a video.
Now it is okay, ma'am.
Now it is.
1 second.
Now it's visible.
Now we can see, ma'am. Now it is visible.
Yeah, I didn't include a sound. 1 second. Just a small video on mitochondria. See, actually, it's not possible. I will just do it in the next class, okay? Tomorrow I will show you this video. Your screen itself is getting. Anyhow, it's time now, 9:20. I just don't want to take your time. Tomorrow, let me show you. Okay, so tomorrow I will just explain you some more things left in mitochondria. Okay, that particular, that is what are the uses of mitochondria. Okay, apart from ATP, what all actually it does to our cell. Okay, see, actually it plays a very important role in detoxification. Okay, and some of the hormone production. Okay, and it maintains the concentration of calcium ions. Okay, like that, so many other functions are also there. That also I will just deal it within the next class. Okay, so now for time being, let me stop with this. My just screen, it's not getting shared properly. So tomorrow I will show you all those things. Okay, so if you are having any doubts, you can, or otherwise other people, if you want to leave, you can leave.
Do we have class tomorrow?
Yeah, you are having, I think it's Thursday's timetable.
Saturday is holiday, no, ma'am.
Saturday
should be holiday, no, ma'am.
So actually what they are going to do is November 1st week, no, you are going to have Diwali, right? At that time they are going to give some combined leave for some 4-5 days together. Okay, so it's coming like Rajotsava is on Monday, then you have a gap, then you have a holiday, you have a gap. So they want to fill all those gaps and give some 3-4 days holidays together. So because of that, for compensation, now they are making this Saturdays working. That's it.
Ma'am,
Okay.
when will exams conducted, ma'am?
See, in which exam?
Mid exams, ma'am.
See, quiz.
December 8th.
No, see, regarding this midterm test and end semester and all, already it is there in your calendar. Okay, exactly as per the calendar it will be conducted. See, regarding quizzes, actually after 10-12 classes we are supposed to conduct, but you haven't got your permanent ID, right? Once your permanent ID, it is getting ready, and when AUMS, okay, we use a software, Amrita University Management System. That if it is getting ready, then only we will be able to conduct the quizzes. Okay, so probably maybe November first week, second week, we will. Okay, so start getting ready. Yeah.
Is quiz online or you will be asking questions?
Questions, it will be from whatever I'm teaching.
I mean, you